Hey there, it's Pearlsy, and today I have a tutorial for how to make some new winding paths with the diagonal path options that are now available in Disney Dreamlight Valley. Step one is we're going to connect the dots, so I'm just going to make a path as directly as possible from point A to point B. Step two, now we're going to add in some zigs and some zags. So by that, I mean the path that we just made as direct as possible from point A to point B. I'm going to go in now and I'm going to make it less direct. I'm going to make it windy. The reason I like to start by making the path as direct as possible is because now I know that my path is going to get where I need it to go. And I have the option of adding things in, and I think it's just easier to do that if I have a base to work on that I know is going to be able to go the distance. Another reason I like to do it this way is it helps me know if I have enough pathing squares to do the path the way I want to, or if I need to go and craft some more. One of the main things that I'm doing when I'm adding these zigs and zags is that I go in and I want to make sure that horizontal sections of the path and vertical sections of the path don't line up. So for example, I'm about to move a horizontal section down a couple of squares because I don't want this little horizontal chunk of the path to line up with the horizontal chunk of the path that's in front of the Enchanted Forest house. If left to my own devices, all of my paths end up being very symmetrical. So this trick of going in and making sure that my horizontal segments and my vertical segments don't line up is the best way that I've found to combat my natural inclination to symmetry. I think that it produces paths that are very natural looking and seem like they were worn in over time by people walking through an area. And also, I can't come up with a better trick to make myself stop making geometric shapes. So here's another example. I'm moving this vertical section of the path over a couple of squares so that way it doesn't align with the vertical section further down towards the bottom of the screen. Step three, we're going to go in and delete the outside piece of every corner along our path. I know you're probably thinking right about now that I'm crazy, but I promise it's all going to work out in the end, and this is part of the process. Through a lot of trial and error, I figured it out, and this is a crucial step. Step four, we're going to go back in and everywhere that we deleted a corner piece, we're going to add one tile on the opposite side of the corner. So we deleted the outside corner pieces and now we're going to go back and I'm going to add one square everywhere that I deleted one. It helps me if I think of it as balancing out. So I subtract one from the outside of the corner, so I add one to the inside of the corner. You can do this at the same time that you're deleting your outside corner pieces. I just always have problems when I do that and I end up getting confused. So it's easier for me to just go and do all of my deleting and then come back and do all of my adding. But it doesn't matter. And if you're capable of keeping things straight in your head, then you can do it any way that it works for you. Step 5, and we're going to select any piece of pathing and then we're going to click the icon that pops up right next to our selection, and then we're going to go down into the bottom corner and we're going to pick the change all shape. And there you go. Step 6 is be amazed with your new path. Here I did a walkthrough. I just added some trees and shrubs and some fencing real quick just so you could get the idea of what it would look like if you decided to decorate it. And you can see that the path is nice and curving. It has nice rounded curves that are gentle, and I think they look great. If you don't do your pathing this way, with deleting the corner and then adding in another space, you kind of get more of diagonal shapes. So this is the only way I know of to achieve this look. So I hope you guys found this tutorial useful. I hope you find it inspiring. And once again, I just want to say I'm Pearl Z, and thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time. Bye.